Hello there, this is Pete Howard, Director of Concert Posters for Heritage Auctions. And this is just a drop-dead concert poster on so many levels. I don't like to exaggerate or hyperbolize, and in my written descriptions for Heritage's concert poster auctions, I don't, as you know if you follow them. But this is the top of Mount Everest, given the importance of Bob Dylan to the 20th century, and the fact, this has like so many important aspects to it. We worked on acquiring this for 3.5 years and finally did, and we couldn't be happier. And the reason this poster is so important is that, well, first of all, it's really rare in its own right. It was Bob's first major concert. Bob Dylan's first major concert. Just imagine how many thousands has he played since then. And it's the best looking Bob Dylan concert poster ever made. General consensus in the hobby, because of course art is subjective. This is the big cardboard version. We've sold the small paper handbill before, which is rare in its own right, but the big cardboard one is really a hen's tooth in rarity. They only printed 50. We've seen the paperwork, and like only a couple of 3 are known to still exist in elite collections. So that makes this so special. But then, even more important than the first 3 points combined, my goodness, that autographing and doodling on here, that is just like a sports metaphor, is a 4-base grand slam over, walk off in the 9th inning to win the World Series. I'm telling you, this is more than the Kirk Gibson of concert posters, I'll tell you. It's just, and the fact that writing and doodling was done the very weekend, it's not like it was done later, and just look at the nature of it. It's just, oh my goodness. And then you look at the Letter of Provenance from Barry Mushlin, who went by Barry Buttons sometimes because he collected political buttons. Great guy. I had several really nice phone chats with him. And sadly, he did pass last year, so his son is consigning this. But, Barry was there. And if you see the Letter of Provenance, my goodness, he put up Dylan and his girlfriend, Susie Rodolo from the Freewheelin' cover for the night after the Boston show, which was the very next night after this, April 13th, and they came out for breakfast. He made them, matzo the next morning for breakfast, and he said, "Bob, would you mind signing my poster from the night before in New York?" And just look at what Bob did. There's 2 full autographs, how wonderful, and then 3 humorous comments. It's just amazing. Amazing is not a good word even. And yes, it's in somewhat rough shape, but we made the decision to keep it that way. So it's 100% 1963 molecules, as I like to say. And, it's got so much personality to it. This is just, it's already, with these autographs and doodles, it's got to be a candidate for the best concert poster ever. What more could somebody want, factoring in remember, Dylan hadn't released Blowin' in the Wind yet, for heaven's sake, and of course he would change the world of music, pop culture, and he's credited with being the person most responsible for ending the Vietnam War even. And here he is just humorously, writing on his best concert poster ever. It's too good to be true. And as far as the show, by the way, only about 900 people attended, New York's hippest, and it was the first show Dylan ever gave with all his own original material, all Dylan songs. You can read about this stuff. It's just, there's no more important concert in Dylan's history. You put all that together, and then look at those press quotes on there. They're so funny. He's called a ragamuffin minstrel and a city billy, and one media source says he's so goddamn real and everything. And Bob had fun with it, and it's just, and half the poster is his picture, just looking great. But I'll tell you, it's that handwriting and autographs and doodling and annotating just knocks this thing clear out of the park. I could do a half-hour video on just this poster, but instead I'll have mercy and send you to our website where you can see more pictures and read a really long description and so forth. If you just go to, did I mention yet, the auction is actually on November 12. Okay, so that's Saturday, November 12th. The whole weekend is November 11 through 13, Friday through Sunday. And just go to ha.com/7297.